Have you ever found yourself forgetting names or struggling to recall a word mid-sentence? Or perhaps you've noticed a loved one becoming less engaged in activities they once loved. But could these seemingly small changes be something more? What if these moments are actually the early signs of something much bigger, like dementia? Dementia is often thought to only affect the elderly. But what if I told you that the brain changes associated with it can start decades earlier, in your 30s or 40s? Surprising, right? Research from top medical institutions reveals that dementia can begin far earlier than most people realize, often without obvious symptoms. So, how do you know if what you're experiencing or what someone you care about is just normal aging or a sign of something more serious? In this video, we're diving deep into 6 early warning signs of dementia, specifically linked to Alzheimer's disease. These signs are often overlooked or misunderstood, but they could be the key to slowing progression of the disease and maintaining better brain health for years to come. Are you ready to learn what to look for? The earlier you spot these signs, the more options you have for intervention. Stay tuned as we explore how recognizing these subtle changes early can make all the difference in protecting your cognitive future. Let's get started. Let's begin with the first sign, which involves challenges with language and communication. 1. Struggling with language, aphasia. One of the earliest and often overlooked signs of dementia is difficulty with language, known as aphasia. This can manifest in several ways, such as forgetting the right words, stumbling mid-sentence, or using vague terms instead of specific ones. For instance, someone might call a jacket a blouse, or struggle to remember the name of a close friend or family member. At first, these language issues might be subtle, but over time, they can become more noticeable. A person may start avoiding conversations or limit their social interactions to hide their frustration with communication. This is exactly what actor Bruce Willis experienced before his diagnosis, where aphasia was one of his first warning signs. This happens because dementia can damage the areas of the brain responsible for language and speech, particularly the left temporal and frontal lobes, which are key in processing and retrieving words. While dementia cannot be reversed, early detection is critical. Speech therapy, cognitive exercises, and maintaining social engagement can help slow the disease's progression and improve communication skills. The sooner these interventions are introduced, the better the chances of managing language difficulties. Consider this scenario. Think of someone who once loved engaging in lively discussions but now hesitates to speak, frequently pausing to search for words. This shift in communication could be an early indicator of dementia. Key takeaway: if you or someone close to you start struggling with words or having difficulty in conversations, don't ignore it. Early action, including speech therapy and cognitive exercises, can significantly improve communication and slow cognitive decline. Let's transition to the next sign in our video. Coming up, we'll explore how a loss of motivation and interest can signal the early stages of dementia. 2. Apathy and loss of interest. Another early warning sign that often goes unnoticed is apathy or a lack of motivation. People with dementia can lose interest in activities they once enjoyed, like dancing, socializing, or even shopping. Over time, they might withdraw from family gatherings, avoid engaging in conversations, or simply stop doing things that used to bring them joy. What makes apathy in dementia different from depression is that it's not typically accompanied by feelings of sadness. Instead, it's linked to damage in the brain's neurons and disruptions in the neurotransmitters that regulate motivation and emotions. Studies have shown that apathy can occur years before memory loss, making a key early indicator of dementia. The absence of interest or enthusiasm may seem subtle at first, but is an important red flag. Picture this. Imagine someone who once loved playing the piano or spending hours in the garden. Over time, they begin to lose interest in these activities and start isolating themselves, preferring solitude over socializing. This gradual shift, without the sadness usually associated with depression, could point to early-stage dementia. What to understand? If you notice someone pulling away from activities they once enjoyed or avoiding social interactions, it's a sign to pay attention. Early recognition of these changes can help manage the disease's progression and offer a better quality of life for the person affected. Next in our video, we'll discuss how changes in sleep patterns can serve as an early clue to dementia. Stay with us. 3. Sleep disturbances. Changes in sleep patterns can often serve as an early warning sign of dementia. These disturbances may include excessive daytime sleepiness, insomnia, fragmented sleep, or even vivid dreams and nightmares. In some cases, individuals may experience restless sleep syndrome, where they move around excessively, kick, punch, or talk in their sleep without even realizing it. Research has shown that disrupted sleep can actually contribute to the development of dementia. During deep sleep, the brain clears out toxic proteins like beta amyloid, which are closely linked to Alzheimer's disease. When sleep is disrupted, these harmful proteins accumulate in the brain, which can increase the risk of cognitive decline. Disturbances in sleep, especially those related to REM sleep behavior disorder, have been associated with a higher risk of neurodegenerative diseases such as dementia and Parkinson's disease. Visualize this. If a loved one who once had a regular and healthy sleep routine starts experiencing restlessness at night, talks in their sleep, or has vivid, unsettling dreams, it could be an early sign of dementia beginning to take hold. Important insight. Keep an eye on sleep patterns. Poor sleep isn't just a symptom, it can actually contribute to the development of dementia. Ensuring consistent quality sleep and addressing any disturbances early on may help slow cognitive decline. Moving forward in our video, let's examine how physical changes, particularly in muscle strength, can also point to dementia. For declining muscle strength, dementia doesn't only impact mental abilities, it can also take a toll on physical strength and muscle function. Research has found a direct link between weakened hand grip strength and a higher risk of developing dementia later in life. Muscle frailty often goes hand in hand with cognitive decline, and this physical weakness is an indicator of poor brain health, suggesting that the nervous system is not functioning at its best. Studies have shown that women, who are at a higher risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, tend to experience a decline in muscle strength and frailty earlier than men. However, this trend is now starting to be seen in men as well. The physical decline in muscle strength is often closely tied to cognitive issues, and it can increase the likelihood of developing dementia as people age. Think of this. Imagine an older adult who begins to struggle with everyday tasks, lifting a cup, standing up from a chair, or carrying groceries. This weakening of muscles, combined with cognitive decline, could be a warning sign of dementia. Crucial advice. Engaging in regular physical exercise, especially strength training, is one of the best ways to reduce the risk of dementia. Exercise helps maintain muscle strength and boost cognitive function by improving blood flow to the brain and reducing inflammation. Let's keep going in our video. Up next, we'll look at how changes in sensory perception can reveal early signs of dementia. 5. Changes in sensory perception. Dementia can affect the senses in ways that may seem subtle at first, but can have a significant impact on daily life. One common early sign is changes in depth perception and spatial awareness. For example, individuals may find it difficult to judge distances, making simple tasks like walking or reaching for objects a challenge. In addition to vision, some may experience a reduced sense of smell and taste, which can impact their appetite and food preferences. Increased sensitivity to noise is another early indicator. Sounds that once seemed ordinary background chatter, music, or crowded places may suddenly feel overwhelming. Additionally, hearing loss has been strongly linked to dementia. When the brain has to work harder to process unclear sounds, it can create cognitive strain and contribute to mental decline. Imagine this. Picture someone who used to enjoy cooking, but suddenly struggles to use a knife properly or misjudges the distance when walking. They may also find noisy environments uncomfortable, making it harder to engage in social situations. These sensory changes could be early signs of dementia affecting their brain. Essential understanding. Changes in sensory perception should not be ignored. While these shifts can seem like minor issues, they may be indicators of declining cognitive function and early dementia. Recognizing these changes early is crucial for effective intervention. Now, let's move to the final sign in our video, how changes in posture and movement can signal the early stages of dementia. 6. Postural changes. One lesser known but significant early sign of dementia is changes in posture and movement. These shifts are often mistaken for the normal effects of aging, but they can indicate that brain function is declining. People with dementia may begin walking with shorter, slower steps drag their feet, or experience difficulty maintaining balance. Additionally, changes in posture, such as leaning to one side or hunching forward, are also common early signs. These changes occur because dementia damages the brain cells responsible for coordinating movement and balance. While the symptoms can be subtle at first, they are important indicators when combined with other signs of cognitive decline. Consider this. A loved one who once moved with ease may start walking more slowly, developing a limp, or losing their balance more often. They may also lean to one side or have difficulty walking without assistance. These physical signs, coupled with other cognitive symptoms, could point to the early stages of dementia. Vital takeaway: don't brush off changes in posture or walking habits as simply part of getting older. Early detection and intervention can help manage these physical symptoms, improving quality of life for those affected by dementia. Dementia is becoming an increasingly common issue, especially for older adults. However, the key to managing it lies in early detection and timely action. In this article, we've explored 6 early warning signs of dementia that you shouldn't ignore, including 1. Difficulty with language, aphasia, struggling to find words and communicate effectively. 2. Loss of interest and motivation, no longer engaging in activities you once enjoyed. 3. Sleep disturbances, sleeping too much during the day or waking up frequently at night. 4. Decreased muscle strength, feeling weaker, having trouble performing everyday tasks. 5. Changes in sensory perception, difficulty recognizing space, colors, and other sensory changes. 6. Changes in posture and movement, walking slower, staggering, and losing balance. But don't worry. Experts from the Alzheimer's Association, the Global Health Research Institute, and the Mayo Clinic have provided actionable solutions to help minimize the risk of dementia and protect your brain health. These solutions include a healthy diet, focusing on foods rich in omega-3 and antioxidants to protect brain cells. Regular exercise. Activities like yoga, tai chi, walking, or swimming not only benefit physical health, but also improve brain health. Brain stimulation. Engaging in mental activities, such as Sudoku, learning new languages, playing chess, or using learning apps to keep your mind sharp. Stress management and sleep. Practices like meditation, yoga, and ensuring a full night's sleep to reduce stress and improve sleep quality. Maintaining social connections, engaging in community activities, and staying connected with family and friends to reduce loneliness and boost mental health. Expert advice emphasizes that you should take action now to protect your brain health. Don't wait for signs to become obvious, as early intervention can slow the progression of dementia and safeguard your quality of life. Start making simple but impactful changes today. Adopt a healthy diet, exercise regularly, keep your brain engaged, and prioritize your sleep. These steps won't just protect your brain, they'll improve your quality of life in the long run. Dementia is often misunderstood as an unavoidable part of aging, but it doesn't have to be that way. Recognizing the early signs and proactively changing your lifestyle can significantly affect your cognitive health and overall well-being. While dementia is complex, many of the risk factors are within our control. The choices we make today can have a lasting impact on our brain health tomorrow. If you or someone close to you is experiencing early signs of dementia, don't hesitate. Take action now, whether it's consulting a healthcare professional, changing your lifestyle, or sharing this video to raise awareness. If you found this video helpful, please like and share to help spread awareness about brain health. Don't forget to subscribe for more information on how to maintain a healthy brain and improve overall health. Keep learning and taking action to protect our minds. See you in the next video.